We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. Now, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, they'll run with White. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. The Buccaneers had 4 and 10 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Running right through him. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a yard.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Trask now looks to throw on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. A second down throw for Trask here. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. Now back to the ground game with White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On play action, Trask. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They need 18 yards here on third down. To throw is Trask. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Devon Hamilton. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. Here's Jake Camarda now. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my boys' member. Last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Straight ahead, ETN. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 43. We're scoreless after one. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that we're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs out of the field despite seeing a multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Being chased out left. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Bucks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here's Trask. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Trask now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Lloyd drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Buccaneers 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath Etienne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
18 yards. 1st down, Jaguars.
A handoff for Etienne. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Elijah Cansey in on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Dart. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
When we think about big swings and scores before a half, we think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
Oh, the return is Jones. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
His back has been dependable safety down all game, so he went back to him when his first read was coming. Just unable to connect, so the play results in the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. But they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. A first down throw for Trask. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Trask. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Trask on first down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Trask. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Trask. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. There he goes, right side. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he finally goes out of bounds. So he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Trask right back on the horse after the pick six. And a dump off to White. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Now looks like Trask. He's going to change it up. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucks may have moved. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Trask going to try to throw for this. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly hoped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, you have to dial things back a little bit. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 10, though, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he had 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 42. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Another tote for Etienne. Powerful running. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trask to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Setting to throw. Here's Trask. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And Godwin going to have a Bucks first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. To throw is Trask. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, that's to the left sideline and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and come back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it as the offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice design there. Sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. I always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. It's Tucker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd down and 6. Here's Trask. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Agnew now to return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Now Lawrence. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell.
Let's not forget about the gain there on 2nd down. That's a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Jaguars will add to their 4th quarter lead.
McManus's point after is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Under pressure, Trask, and down he goes. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over the 1st down 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
third down. Here's Etienne.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here we go with Johnson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Devon Hamilton in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Trask now. That's caught by Tucker.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Trask now off the play fake.
And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Trask down to his final gasp here on 4th down.
And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second